You know how I start this off, right? No, not like that. I think I start off more like, no, not like that. More like, can't forget the clapboard. What's up, everybody? My name is AO is the future. I am the retired gamer. And in this segment, I have a great topic. And the topic is Full Sail University worth it? It's not worth it if you lack initiative or if you're not self-motivated. Maybe you don't learn at a fast pace. These are all attributes and reasons why I believe that Full Sail may not be for you. However, if you are like initiative driven, if you are self-motivated and it doesn't take much to get you out of bed, I think Full Sail is a spot, especially if you can like absorb information quickly. Because there's a lot of critical thinking that Full Sail kind of like challenges you to do. The reason why I really loved Full Sail is because obviously the fast-paced learning program, but for me it was like getting a second chance at like just trying to put a professional hat on, right? This is just my perspective, and the reason being is because when I was growing up, I was influenced by the streets. So like I found myself in prison when I was 24 years old, and so and when I came home, I was 28 when I came home. So trying to start and go to college like that late in life, and check this out, I didn't even start Full Sail until I was around 35. Conventional college never really made sense for me. So if you're considering Full Sail, you're like maybe 18, 19 years old, I think this is gonna be a gem for you. The reason being is because not only did Full Sail give me a second chance, it gave me the acumen. It gave me this informational know-how to become a professional in my field. On top of the networking, I used to call up every single one of my instructors. I built like my own like team of classmates that I still speak to this day, that we all used to be talking and just communicating when we were students back then. And now everybody is like has their own business. Everybody's we're all thriving in our own way. And I even had one of a Full Sail student that I met through a comment on somebody else's post. He came from Ohio. Big shout outs to Jeff Martin, because he came from Ohio. I met him at the NYC mixer that Full Sail put on, along with a multitude of great people. And we ended up coming back here upstate, and we ended up filming a piece I had. Like it was centered around child trafficking and how often like a child goes missing. When it comes to my experience with Full Sail, so I was an online student. I didn't go to campus. I already had a family at that time. I was working also. I was the front man of a rock band called Street Rock Mafia.
Talking every dollar. Bitch better have my money. Talking every dollar. Better have my money. Talking every dollar. If it ain't today, then it better be tomorrow. If it ain't today, then it better be tomorrow. Ain't playing games with you, partner. You owe me 5 like every time you pop up. I won't front, but I cash in.
Just came off of a hip hop adventure with One Fresh Set.
Stay away from
This nigga just bite me. Had to slam him Hulk Hogan style in my Nike. Another dreams, a couple of thumbs that came around the corner. It's hard to believe, but I swear I seen them in the coma.
But I was getting a lot of like hands-on experience while doing music. So when I started Full Sail, it was like, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to apply all this to my project. So my thesis project was actually the making of a music video. How does a hip-hop artist thrive in an area that looks at rap music with a stigmatic eye? One word: innovation. My name is Anthony Owens, but you can call me AO.
I went from pulling teeth to get a show in Central New York as a hip-hop act with my brother in one fresh set, to being the frontman for one of Utica's top original acts, doing shows on a weekly basis, sometimes twice a night. What started out as friends rehearsing in the basement led to the birth of Street Rock Mafia.
Just make some noise!
Be a witness to the greatness, digging deep for the championship, so close that I can taste it. So keep those high sticks up out of my face, kid. Before I take you when your coach calling replacements, penalty box and locked up. The referees think I'm flagrant, but our nature's competitive arrangement won't ever change. It's incredibly amazing. Get out the way.
A year and a half later, we got nominated for a Syracuse Area Music Award, and we invited members of the Utica Comets onto our sports anthem, Inspirational Noise.
Isn't that cool? So like, think about that. My thesis project was the making of a music video. Super cool, right? So in my opinion anyways, I think it's lit. So when I came home in 2008, I was on music hard body. Like, it was the only thing I wanted to do. And then the rock band and all this other like just development. So when I graduated from Full Sail, after doing all these different classes on like branding, storytelling, intellectual property law, rights and ownership, like that stuff always interests me. You know what I mean? Like, one of my favorite books was Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business, written by Donald S. Passman. And I used to just like look at the whole entire process of recoupment and the whole entire process of record deals. So when I got the Full Sail and I'm actually doing it, and now it's like, oh wow, this stuff is familiar. It may not make sense to me when I first look at it, but a little bit of digging and a little bit of research, now it starts making sense. And I just became really like a sponge for information. I just kept on like getting rid of like old words that I'm not using, like the, on, if. You know, you got to clear some space out to bring in some new space. I don't know. I'm like a big kid, so I approached Full Sail with like this youthful enthusiasm to be at the head of my class, because I failed at life so hard all my life. I've always been a great person, I believe, but just when it comes to like what I was influenced by and what I put my time in, Full Sail really helped me hone that in. It significantly taught me one of my pillars within my lucid living lifestyle that I have, about time management. So when one thing kind of just rose into another for me, it just makes my life so much easier, because I run an audio and video production company in audio optics. We also have a lash studio and lash company and Lashes by Laura. I have an event center and a gaming space, like esports kind of gaming, with PS5s, Xboxes, and we rent that stuff out. So it's just like trying to maintain and have balance. I don't want to say it's hard, because it's not hard, but it's just challenging, and I like challenges, so it's perfect for me. It makes sense for me. So this goes with lifestyle and what your expectations are. I will say an important piece that people are unaware of with the online program: before you get your project launch box, your financial aid, if you are getting financial aid, a portion of that financial aid will not cover your tuition that's necessary, and it's around like $1,700. Jeff Martin can attest to this. I gave him a heads up about this, so when that time came, he was prepared, and he tells me to this day, thank God that I did, because he may not have been able to complete that. Now, I know people personally that I still have been friends with since 2015 that they weren't ready, and I wasn't ready either, you know what I mean? And it was like getting blindsided by it, and it was just, you know what I mean? So I feel like it should be a little more vocalized and communicated with the students. That's the only like main negative that I had with that. But the instructors were all amazing, extremely knowledgeable. Like my introduction to digital cinematography class, like Alexander Genzo. So this is before Zoom and all this stuff. We were already doing that, and I just always love just connecting everything and just bringing it all together, and it's what I still do to this day. So if you are just tuning in for the first time, I'd like to welcome you at this about this 10-minute mark. If you've lasted this long, I just thank you so much. Arigato gozaima. That's thank you in Japanese. I believe I'm saying it properly. But yeah, it's just cool. It's a great adventure and great experience. There's a lot of amazing colleges out there, but when me and my son is getting to the age where he's getting ready to kind of embark on this college journey, and he asked me a while ago, is Full Sail worth it? And I just tell him every penny. You know what I mean? But you are your own maker of your destiny, and I would just support you along the way. So no matter what you do, whether you choose Full Sail or you don't, like and comment below. Let me know you decide to go, and we'll kind of go from there. So in the meantime and in between time, you know how we do it. Just can't forget the clapboard, right? So, yo, Happy New Year's. Consistency is the key and the game changer of the year, baby. We'll keep moving, shall we? Stunner Breezy voice. And if you don't know, you will soon. Peace. Hype.